Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Big Brass Revival Week 2. And
Woo!
it's going to be hype. It's going to be excitement. It's going to be pumped from the word go because StoneCake Sky Navy is taking on the East Chaladonian Squirrel Company. And we're ready to go. There's no delaying. There's no dawdling about. The fight is going to be vicious. It's going to start very soon. We got the timer going now. So in 4 minutes, these guys are in the sky, and these guys are just going to murder the hell out of each other. Alright, and we have East Chaladon Squirrel Company is red team, correct?
Let me double check that. I'm going to say yes.
Yes, okay. I just want to make sure that my numbers are correct.
Yes.
We don't have any
East
issues.
Chaladon Squirrel Company is on the red team.
Yep.
We have StoneCake Sky Navy representing the blue.
There we go. We will be on Dunes again to start this week. A classic now at this point. 2-week classic. As in a 3-week tournament, that's all you get. And we have today's matches up as well that we'll be covering on this stream. Also, remember that you can catch Admiral Obvious. I almost demoted him to captain. Admiral Obvious' stream where you can grab the rest of the games. That'll be the altruistic Aeronef Aviators who get bumped into their next round because we, our pirates, had to drop out. So he'll be covering their round, and Fancy Cloud Dancers versus Team Predators. So whoever loses that round will have to fight the AAAs to try to make it closer to that money. You know, it's not just the first place. The first place gets the most, but second and third are still walking away with cash in their pockets. So we are super excited to see what happens there. But ours, I think we got some of the better of the bunch. We get to see the East Chaladon Squirrel Company versus the StoneCake Sky Navy, who we didn't get to see last week on this stream. Really excited to see how they play, what they're doing, what they're bringing to the table. Then we got Clan versus Chef Zedion. And Chef Zedion was a force to be reckoned with, so Clan is definitely gonna have a fight in for them. But you know what? They're gonna be all right. I think they're gonna bring something. They're gonna blow some socks off.
Oh, you are just full of piss and vinegar this morning. Whew.
No, I'm excited. We have everyone that's left so far.
I'm excited
are
too.
all just, these guys are serious about what's happening here. They're like, yeah, Guns of Icarus is fun, but this tournament, I've seen some definitely, we're going in whole hog kind of thing. My belief is we're going to see more Galleon. I think that ship was...
Oh, you think we're seeing more Galleon?
I think we're going to see more Galleon. I think that ship was criminally underused recently, and teams are like, wait. Oh, wait, we're going serious? Okay, we're bringing the biggest, baddest thing on the table.
Well, what did we see? What did we see last week? Double Galleon,
double Galleon as in the game was Galleon versus Galleon and Goldfish versus Fish. Then
we saw Spire. Clan brought a Spire and matched at 5.
True,
that was interesting.
Yeah, they did, but it was versus We Are Pirates' pickup team, so they definitely didn't have the coordination. And the Spire was really just we're going to mop this up. We're going to bring a lot of firepower, bring it quickly.
I'm not really sure how many Galleons there were last week. There's a couple Mobulas, which they're teasing at a Mobula. Oh, here's a Galleon and a Mobula. Look at that.
There you go.
They are locked in, so that's what they're bringing. I know, I can't actually pronounce your name in Twitch chat. Karuk, I'm just going to call you K. Yes, there is a Galleon, so you don't have to cry. Yeah. There is a Galleon in this match.
A minute ago, because we do have a 60-second delay, just in case anyone is trying to be cruel and cheating. They won't get the data quick to act upon. So a minute ago, there was not a Galleon. You are right, that would have been tragic, but the East Chaladon Squirrel Company said, no, that will not be. We need more big guns. They have actually brought quite a bit, it looks like, of just gunfire. We'll have to see if a Pyramidian Joker can maneuver around that, because if it comes into a straight, run at them fight, I do worry about StoneCake here. And with that, East Chaladon versus StoneCake, the loading screen.
I'm just trying to post the thing and I can't. Alright, awesome. Good job, Jub. I will succeed in this endeavor.
Or as the thing we're using for voice chat knows you as Chan. Here we go. Alright, I'm going to quickly turn off the chat, and I'm going to start us moving around here. So, the Galleon GFA Evermore has a double Hawacha right side, and then Hades Hawacha Lumberjack. Interesting long-range, medium-range style here. With a
Oh.
back gun of a flare. Got some utility there. And then you have the Tuna Moth bringing Hades, Banshee, Artemis. So in some ways a classic, something we've seen before. If you want to grab blue as I get us into the sniper range angle.
Yeah, so for blue team, the StoneCake Sky Navy, we have the Potato, a junker, being captained by Lord Spades. It is a triple Artemis junker, with, two Artemis on the port side with an Artemis on the forward, and then a Gatling Banshee on starboard. And then wrapping up for StoneCake Sky Navy, we have a Pyramidian, Chocolate Shoulders, being captained by the Man. Forward is an Artemis Gatling gun, and port side is a Banshee Flamethrower. Very strange mix of long range and close range here. Like, both teams are kind of expecting a brawl.
Both teams are... There's definitely... It'll be interesting to see the engagement. I definitely think that East Chaladon is controlling the range quite well. They knocked Potato to the ground, no permanent damage, but definitely a morale hit to start with of, listen, we can reach out and touch you. It puts the ball heavily into StoneCake's court to try to find a response to this, because I just don't think you're going to outgun a Galleon Mobula at this range. We'll see what they do. It looks like the Potato's moving up while Chocolate is moving back. He's got that Artemis trying to control the distance, but Potato is going to be in the crossfire right here. They are fighting...
Yeah, this doesn't look good for StoneCake Sky Navy.
No, Potato's too far up, and Chocolate Shoulders too
Balloon
far
and
back.
Hull are down on the Potato, taking serious hull damage. A couple more Banshees, and he is done for. Backing up furiously. There he goes. First kill.
Chocolate's got kerosene going. He was speeding forwards, but he has stopped right here, and it is probably his final stop by the looks of it. We see a lot of damage coming in. If we get a few more Lumberjack connections, it is just going to be really hard for him to get out of here. Armor is down. Hull is taking permanent damage now. Balloon is nearly down, but they're just, weren't able to keep it up, but Hull is back up. Here we go. Just more and more gunfire. Lunar Moth moving forwards. Lunar Moth is pretty far forward. If they can find a way to turn this and get a better engagement distance, they could do something here. But Chocolate Shoulders is taking a lot of damage, just being permanent now, down to half. More and more Hades just pouring in. Definitely very accurate, very terrifying, and very destructive.
Yeah, this Pyramid is taking pounding. And that Galleon GFF Evermore is GFA Evermore, excuse me. He is what? Easily 2 kilometers away, and fairly accurately landing Hades and Lumberjack shots at the very least.
Yep, no, it looks like he's starting to get a better angle, Chocolate, and getting away, not taking as many shots. Luna Moth not willing to overcommit to the fight. They got their kill. They got first blood. But it's still a lot of damage on Chocolate Shoulders. The next engagement is going to be really tough for them. They're going to have to find a different angle of attack here.
I'm not entirely sure how StoneCake can approach East Chaladon Squirrel Company here. East Chaladon has clearly showed that they're going to hold the long-range advantage here between that Galleon's Lumberjack, this Hades.
Well, and we didn't even see the Hawacha the Galleon has brought in come into play. Like, they have the long-range advantage, but they are not afraid to brawl. I mean, you're right, it's a terrifying engagement. How do you move into this? I mean, they've got the Dust Storm for just a little bit, but even that's going to end soon, and the Potato might find itself out of position again. We see red team backed up. There's just so much ground to cover. As soon as they
Flare going into the Dust Storm.
That utility coming into play. Potato holding firm here.
Well, Luna Moth is spotted here, so they at least know where that Mobula is.
Yeah, I mean...
I think the real problem here with StoneCake, sorry to cut you off, is that they don't have any long-range armor piercing or disabling ability.
Well, they do.
Like, they have Artemis aplenty, but...
They've got the disable, but the problem is they're unable to disable both ships without also taking a massive amount of damage themselves. And we see the long-range barrage just begin again. Not looking like they're going to score any hits, so...
They got the Artemis, but if they don't seem to be able to emphasize and take advantage of whatever they knock out with the Artemis. The Galleon can just rebuild its guns, and the Mobula can just back away slowly. Whereas both of these These Chaladon Company, they have the Lumberjack, they have 2 Hades. You know, any damage that they put out is permanent.
Yeah, no, and it is, they're gonna, I just, as I said in the lobby, you know, if they're gonna run face first into East Chaladon, I just don't see the path to success there. See a lot of damage heading towards the potato. Definitely some good Lumberjack hits right on that balloon. Just through the cloud, just really pouring out fire and seeing what sticks at this point. They're not in any danger. They got the first blood. They can hold here. They are not looking to overcommit, to cause any problems. They're playing it methodically, and because they want that win. And again, the Junker not even able to move out past that cloud. Armor is down, balloons back up, but taking some permanent damage here. Looks like there's a brief respite from the fire. It lost its spot, so they're just kind of scouting with it.
Chocolate Shoulders is trying to move into the cover of the dust storm.
Which is soon to be the openness
they
of
are
the
in
dunes.
it, though.
He's backing up. They bump into each other. A little miscommunication on what the plan is.
I don't think potato and chocolate is a good mix.
Apparently chocolate potatoes, not the style.
Chocolate potato chips? Is that a thing? I feel like that's a thing.
It is somewhere, but it's not a standard thing.
Hades and Lumberjack again raining out. That Junker's balloon is just too easy a target.
It really is. They just can't keep trying to go through the dust storm because they can't get through the dust storm, and as soon as the dust storm leaves, they just start getting tons of gunfire into them.
Balloon going down on the potato. His entire silhouette here is a perfect target for the Hades.
The potato balloon down. No more permanent damage in this run, but they are pretty battered up.
What's interesting is the potato has completely abandoned its front gun because he's not even trying to get at an arc. The engineer that's up there is clearly out on the main deck trying to fix the balloon and the hull and whatever else have you. So they've totally given up even trying to get the 3 Artemis into arc here. They're just going to stick with the 2, it seems.
Looks like still just a slower fight. I mean, East Chaladon knows where they're at. They are not trying to make any engagement. They've lost, a gun here or there that almost instantly gets brought back up, but they are not feeling any pressure. While Potato, I mean, the engineers on there just have to scamper and run around, trying their best to keep everything alive.
Potato definitely seems to be these Chaladon Squirrel Company's main target here. Even though he's trying to dodge, and he's doing a good job of it when he's moving. Lots of Hades and Lumberjack missing. Then again, it is very hard to hit a Lumberjack and Hades from... That's about a kilometer away now.
Well, this is almost just zoning gunfire. This is just letting them know, the shots aren't going to stop. You cannot... The closer you get, the easier it'll be to hit you. We do not mind you charging us.
StoneCake Sky Navy's trying to run and cover the ribs over here in the southeastern side of the map. Yeah, which will provide some cover, but...
Yeah, I mean, this is much better than just trying to go through those that middle area, which has proven disastrous in the last fight.
See, now here's the problem. They move to the ribs, and East Chaladon Squirrel Company just backs away. There we go. Galleon backing away, Obula backing away. And StoneCake Sky Navy's in the same poor position of they can't get close enough to do any real brawling damage, and they can't beat them at long range.
Yeah. They're going to have to find some way to split up that gunfire, because as soon as both those ships look at anything, it's going to die. I mean, it's just that simple.
Another thing to keep in mind is that East Chaladon Squirrel Company does have the first kill advantage, so even if they do tie this, they have to get 2 kills. So this is really on StoneCake Sky Navy to force the engagement here. Chocolate Shoulders trying to pop up over the ribs, eating a couple Hades to the face.
Yeah, no, as soon as they're visible, the gunners of East Chaladon are just fine. They're like, all right, just another target. It's whack-a-mole for them at this point. Seeing a lot of damage out on the Chocolate Shoulders, a lot of damage out on the Potato. They don't even have time to repair everything before making the next move.
Put a lull in the skirmishing here.
I mean, I wouldn't even call it a lull, because it's consistent. There is just gunfire coming in. As soon as they poke their head out, there's even more gunfire.
There's a lot of shots going on, but no real significant damage at the moment.
Yeah, no significant
Saying
damage
that,
at this
Potato
range.
is getting... Yeah, he's not in a good spot here.
Yep, no, he popped his head out and has decided this is where they make their dash and their charge. Chocolate is trying to move
looks
up
like
above.
they were charging.
Yeah, this is their move. They're going over the crest here.
Once more onto the breach, up over the top, boys. In comes Chocolate Shoulders and the Potato charging forward. Potato doesn't have his balloon, though.
Right, we're starting to see Moth take some damage. Armor is actually starting to go down, but Chocolate Shoulders, the issue has been identified.
Lunar Moth has 2 Banshees. That could eat that that could eat that Pyramidian alive.
Armor is still up. The engineer working so hard, but the Hawacha comes into play and he's gone. As I said, they're not afraid of that distance, of that close range engagement.
It was a very well timed to watch off the Evermore.
Yeah, the Potato is trying its best in a 2v1, already damaged. Whew.
No, I don't think Potato's getting out of here. There goes the balloon, there goes the hull armor. There he goes.
And
3-0 for East Chaladon Squirrel Company. They're making this look very routine.
Yeah, they were ready for this kind of fight. They brought the tools they needed. I mean, last week we saw so many brawls on Dunes, but this team is just ready to take it at range. I don't know if they saw what their opponents were taking, played off that, or were just ready for anything that came their way, but just taking celebratory shots at each other now. We have the Potato back up along with Chocolate Shoulders. I don't know, they're still... If StoneCake can, like, pin them at their spawn, if they can find a way to win that engagement, they can do it, but just crossing that distance and finding a way to not just get demolished by some very accurate gunners here. I mean, we saw that Hawacha barrage. 1 barrage, 1 kill. It just went straight into the ship.
Pretty interesting play going on by East. And they're not even moving. They're just going to sit right back in their spawn here. Saying that, StoneCake Sky Navy seems to be going around the west side of the Leviathan? I'm not... It blocks their advance from where East Chaladon is, but there's still a lot of open ground to cover, even from there.
Yeah, I mean, really, they have to hit those Hades down. They have to hit that Lumberjack down with their Ford Artemis, and you can't miss a shot. I mean, that's what their engagement comes down to. They have to pin every enemy gun down, which requires them to not miss a shot, ever. They can't...
At the very least, that Lumberjack cannot stay up, because as soon as the Lumberjack gets its shots onto the Junker, that's all of the Artemis knocked out.
Yeah.
And then it just makes it even worse for the Hades. So you can just hit the balloon, and there goes all your hull armor at the same time.
East Chaladon...
Spot's going out onto... Who is that, Potato?
No. Chocolate Shoulders has been spotted, but obviously Potato, yep, there, he is spotted as well. I was going to say, if they can hit one, they'll hit the other. They know where the engagement is going to come. If there's any timer jump again, I don't have the chat up, so you'll have to call that out for me.
Last we checked, there was 10 minutes remaining. I'm sure our lovely referee ITAC will let us know when the next time is. Actually, I can just ask.
No, and I mean, as people are saying, this is why, some people vote away Dunes, and, this match definitely pushes a certain playstyle. I mean, I was so happy last week to see teams overcome it and get brawling close and force those long-range engagements to just not be a part of the game, but, they...
See, it's pretty interesting, because there's a lot of long-range engagements here, but these ships are equipped for close-range combat. I mean, at the most, the Galleon and this mob are firing 3 guns between the 2 of them at long range.
Chocolate Shoulders getting close, though, doing some damage on the Moth, distracting the Galleon.
The Watcher shot all but misses. Gatling gun going out from Chocolate Shoulders onto Lunar Moth. Excuse me. Hull armor going down on Lunar Moth.
But no,
they can't get the ram, though.
No kill power on Chocolate Shoulders. If he doesn't hit that ram, all he's got is the Artemis. Yeah, he did a little bit, but that's not going to be enough. But Potato is moving in. They finally were able to close the distance, but Hawacha barrages galore. Everything on the Potato, but 1 gun is down. They are
Yeah.
sitting ducks.
We have 5 minutes remaining in this match. Yeah, that double Hawacha from the Evermore on the starboard side is not good. Speaking of, Lunamoth is coming in to engage the Potato on its port side. Potato is stuck between a rock and a hard blaze.
He is, but they actually can start putting some damage back. They might actually be able to turn this. Lunamoth taking some damage, but able just to rise up above Chocolate Shoulders. And
Chocolate Shoulders is changing target straight into the
No, turning
what are
back,
they doing?
but-
Are they turning around? Oh, their
Yeah, but-
balloon is knocked out. Excuse me.
Yep.
Speaking of, Potato's not doing good either. There's a 7-stack on their balloon. The hull armor is about to go down. Hull armor down.
balloon down,
is
everything
down.
but one gun again. That one gun, just does not want to go down, but... another Hawacha barrage in,
And there goes the
gone.
Potato.
And this could be it. We got Chocolate Shoulders trying to fight 2 ships, trying to get that damage out. Here, goes for the ram, knocks Lunamoth back and pops the balloon. Actually knocks it into his own tar, which is doing quite a bit of damage. We see a lot of pieces taking some hurt here.
Hull armor is down on the Lunar Moth, but can they get those Artemis shots into him?
That unfortunately they can't. They do not have the damage.
I think they have the angle. I think Lunamoth is too low, and the Evermore's firing at them from behind. Lunamoth slipping underneath Chocolate Shoulders as he drops.
Dropping
And there goes his
more and more
balloon.
tar.
And into the tar!
He is now basically pinned here to have, well, everything breaks around him. Lunamoth resetting up. GFA Evermore just ready. I mean, just throwing out long-range Hawacha shots, just seeing what sticks. But they're feeling
Chocolate
very
Shoulders
comfortable with the
into
way
this-
this round is going.
Chocolate picking back up into tar. This is not a good... this is not a good spot for that
Armor
pyramid.
down, balloon down, taking serious damage. A couple more hits. Oh, they just got their armor up. They're delaying. Their ally is charging in, rushing in, blowing kerosene. But it is over.
No, that is it.
And that is...
A 5-1 victory for East Chaladon Squirrel Company. Was that 5-1? No, that wasn't 5-1. That was 5-0. Excuse me.
Yeah. That was a clean sweep for them. They had complete control of the round. What should we see for round 2, though? What map are we on?
Well, our next match is Fight over Fernfield. So unfortunately, another map that can favor long range, but there's a lot more terrain cover and cloud cover here. So the more brawly teams can take advantage of it.
And here we go.
Yes, we will be over on Fight over Fernfield.
Oh, and look, it's here in the voting. Makes life so much
Well, there we go.